Good morning. Sunday morning now. It was early, the earlier film. I'm quite often up at night. One of the reasons I wear that red scarf is because I am such a serious old fellow. So smile, be happy, let's have a party. I've no idea where you've come from, how you found me or whatever. Are you looking for me or just some bloke not in Russia, for instance? Do you just want to get a British passport? Well, people do that. When I married, I was looking for someone honest, good, and true. And what I found was someone who was a liar, bad, and false. And that's a tough old lesson. I see my former wife as my teacher. The reason my faith is now so rock solid is because I've had 30 years of this with a child. That makes all the difference. I believe I'm rising above this personal tragedy. I do not want to present it to the world. I don't want to present as a sad old man. It's an occasion for rejoicing this love of God through Christ. Today is Sunday, of course. It's actually 11:30. I normally, or 11:20, whatever it is, 3. Between 11 and 12 to me is my church time, but I'm just too, whatever, by you. So I'm just at home today. It's sort of raining too, yeah. Which is nice actually, because it's been very hot, so it's nice, it's a bit cooler. I mean, this to me is everything. I love home, family, laughter, music, and the smell of baking bread. Now, because of all this, I used to bake a really good 2 loaves of good, strong bread, brown bread. I can't do it. I haven't baked bread for 30 years. I can't. I just can't. So my home is in Christ, not in the world. It would appear you're presenting me with the possibility of having a woman in my life. That's the way it looks. I've got the heating on. I'm just about to have a shower, so I'll get the house warm. It's a nice little house, this. It's all right. It's fine. It's got everything I need. Water, heating, cooker, fridge, little bathroom. It's fine. And that lovely garden too, actually, outside. With that beautiful big tree and everything, and the birds. I want to be happy. I have taught myself to be alone, okay? Presumably I married my former wife because I was lonely. That's what we do. You say you're lonely too. Well, okay, it's part of the human condition. So I'm not just wishing to obviate my loneliness. I'd rather be alone than with someone who's not right, if you see what I mean. I will not have a repeat performance of a broken marriage. I put everything into it. Trusted her. And was utterly betrayed. I spent years trying to win her round, but she had her own agenda, my former wife. If I haven't told you already, she'd been sexually abused by her own father. That's the root of the problem. The which I knew nothing about. Incidentally, assuming you're real, sorry, you seem to write the most beautiful English. I know, I mean, I've got to go to Google Translate for the odd phrase in Russian. I know about half a dozen phrases in Russian, and that's it. So perhaps you can teach me some Russian. When we meet. Aha. Right. I want happy thoughts. I'm not you say your mood is good. Well, likewise, I am generally very positive and take a positive view of life and so on and so forth. It's now, we met on Thursday the 11th of June, all right? It's in my journal. That's when I got your first letter. So it's 2 weeks and 3 days. Yes, it would be utterly wonderful if this is something that grows with you and I. But it is up to you. I can't make you love me. I wouldn't wish to try. I know what I am. I'm a very beautiful, powerful Christian spirit. And I'm here in this world to serve God primarily. This I know for definite sure. I'm absolutely sure about it. And God's given me this 30 years of experience to sort of refine me. It's called going through the refining fire of God's love if one has difficulties in one's life. So I understand that. So I've been through 30 years of this. The one thing that's the most important to me is home and family and stuff, and that's the one thing He's taken away. God has taken away for a reason. Now, am I to be granted a whole new opportunity with you? Okay, that's the point. Okay? This is now Beethoven's Fourth Piano Concerto. For my son, I was banned through the courts to see them. So I created a little film saying the funeral of my son. His name was Robert Francis. And this is one of the pieces of music that I would have wished at his funeral. I wasn't there. It matters. Family matters. You've spoken of your father, and it's rather sad to hear what you say. You say even your sister's marriage is not very happy. I do not wish to create another unhappy marriage. I mean, just totally, I just have no interest in getting involved in a situation which might end unhappily. All I want is beauty and joy and laughter and music and the smell of baking bread. Right. If you wish it, it may become so. I'm quite capable of falling in love with you. But equally, I'm quite capable of just saying, enough's enough. I'll behave like that frightened horse. And I'll just run. And you'll never hear from me again. I'll just cut you out. Okay? I will not have another disastrous marriage in my life. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Please, I love happy thoughts. Beethoven's gone quiet. So, but we should establish, these, if you like, the ground rules. It's just, I've got the heating on. Don't have a shower. And the ground rules are peace, love, happiness, laughter, joy, consideration. Enjoying each other's cooking, for instance. I love cooking too, actually. I'm quite a good cook. But it's so much more fun to do the shopping together. That's romantic. You were talking about being romantic. Just going in an ordinary way to choose what we're going to have for lunch or supper or something from the shop. Together. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, okay, we'll have that then. It's fun. I did have, earlier, before my marriage, a very long, strong, 5 or 6 years, I was with a very lovely, I call her wonderful, Sally was her name. She was studying the Bible. English girl. So we met at college and so on. I've been to college, I've done all sorts of stuff. And I still think of her as wonderful Sally. She absolutely would have married me, and I just felt somehow it wasn't right. So it's a very deep thing, this, for me, this family and, meeting the right one. So somehow you found me. We've written some nice letters, right? But you mustn't betray me. Please. Only Beethoven can do this. I've got 2 of these machines. What I'm saying is, if you wish it, I'm an absolute sucker. I'll fall in love with you. Like a ton of bricks. Cheerio.